Something just happened that could change the course of the entire season, and it's exactly what fans have been waiting to hear. After weeks of tension and uncertainty, there's finally a major breakthrough involving one of the most crucial pieces on the roster. The clubhouse atmosphere has completely shifted, and the relief is written all over the faces of players and coaches alike. This update doesn't just lift spirits, it reshapes expectations and reopens doors that many thought were shut. If you've been holding your breath for a sign of hope, this is it. Stick around, because we're breaking down what this positive development really means and why the timing couldn't be more perfect. The Los Angeles Dodgers are riding a wave of momentum. Fresh off a dominant series win over the New York Yankees, the team has not only reignited their confidence on the field but has also received a major off-field boost. Shohei Ohtani, the face of the franchise and arguably the most electrifying player in all of baseball right now, has been informed of some highly encouraging news regarding a teammate's recovery. While the identity of the teammate hasn't been officially confirmed, the implications of this news are huge not just for the individual player, but for the entire Dodgers roster. This one update could be the beginning of a significant turning point in the 2025 MLB season for Los Angeles. As of now, the Dodgers are gearing up for their upcoming showdown with the New York Mets, and the energy around the team feels different. There's a sense of renewal, of rising optimism, and it's not just because they took down one of the American League's biggest powerhouses. It's because they may be getting one of their own key weapons back, someone whose presence can shift the balance and help carry the team through the grueling summer months ahead. To understand the significance of this development, we have to zoom out a little bit and take a look at the broader context. The Dodgers entered the 2025 season with sky-high expectations. After a strong off-season where they made a number of headline-making moves, most notably acquiring Shohei Ohtani, anything short of a deep playoff run, if not a World Series title, would be seen as a disappointment. But like every team in the majors, they've had to deal with adversity, and in Los Angeles, that adversity has come primarily in the form of injuries. Their pitching staff has been hit particularly hard. At various points this season, the Dodgers have had to dip deep into their depth chart just to get through a series. Starters have been sidelined, bullpen arms have been overused, and manager Dave Roberts has been forced to get creative with his matchups. Despite the challenges, the Dodgers have managed to stay competitive, largely because of Ohtani's superhero-like performance at the plate. Shohei Ohtani is not just having a great season, he's having a historic one. Through the first third of the year, he leads the league in home runs and stolen bases. That's a combination you rarely see. He's making a mockery of opposing pitchers, and even without taking the mound this season due to his ongoing recovery from elbow surgery, his offensive numbers alone are MVP-worthy. What makes his performance even more impressive is the fact that he's doing it without consistent protection in the lineup. Injuries to key players have forced the Dodgers to juggle their batting order on a near-nightly basis, and yet Ohtani keeps delivering. So when news broke that a key teammate's recovery is progressing well and that a return could be on the horizon, the ripple effect was immediate. Ohtani, who has often shouldered the responsibility of leading both in performance and presence, reportedly received the update with a renewed sense of motivation. It's not just about one player getting healthy, it's about the entire team being given a shot in the arm at just the right time. The Dodgers aren't revealing who the player is just yet, but based on recent injury reports and the impact certain absences have had on the club, there are a few likely candidates. One possibility is Clayton Kershaw, the future Hall of Famer who's been rehabbing from off-season shoulder surgery. Kershaw has been a cornerstone of this franchise for over a decade, and while his role has changed with age, his leadership and presence are irreplaceable. The Dodgers have been deliberately cautious with his recovery, knowing that having him healthy in the second half of the season could make a world of difference. Even a partially vintage Kershaw could bolster a rotation that's been relying heavily on younger, less experienced arms. Another name that comes to mind is Walker Buehler. After undergoing a second Tommy John surgery, Buehler's return was highly anticipated heading into this season, but setbacks delayed his comeback. If he's the one making progress, that's a huge addition for the Dodgers, as Buehler in form is a legitimate ace. He has the stuff, the command, and the postseason experience that Los Angeles desperately needs as they gear up for what they hope will be another October run. There's also Blake Treinen, a bullpen weapon who, when healthy, can shut down the middle to late innings with power and precision. Treinen's return would help ease the burden on arms like Evan Phillips and Buster Gratterall, who have been asked to do a lot already this year. The Dodgers' bullpen has been effective but overworked, and reinforcements would be very welcome. Regardless of who the player is, what's most important is what this represents. The Dodgers aren't just winning games, they're getting healthier. And in a 162-game season, timing is everything. Getting key pieces back in late May and early June is ideal. It allows players to ramp up gradually before the All-Star break and be at full strength for the second half. And let's not underestimate the psychological effect this has on the clubhouse. Baseball players thrive on routine and camaraderie. When you lose a teammate to injury, it affects the chemistry. When that teammate starts to work their way back, especially if they're a leader or a high-impact player, the morale boost is real. Teammates begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that positivity can carry over into on-field performance. Fan reaction to the news has been overwhelmingly optimistic. Dodgers fans are some of the most passionate in baseball, and they've been through the highs and lows with this team. Seeing their squad persevere through adversity and now potentially get stronger is a best-case scenario. On social media, fans are speculating nonstop about who the player might be, and the excitement is building with every passing game. Even MLB analysts are starting to take notice. Several have commented that the Dodgers might be flying under the radar compared to some other hot start teams like the Phillies or Orioles, but they're positioning themselves perfectly. With Ohtani leading the way, Mookie Betts hitting his stride, and the potential return of a key contributor, the Dodgers could peak at just the right time. One thing's for sure, Shohei Ohtani isn't slowing down anytime soon. And with his teammate potentially rejoining the battle soon, the Dodgers' path forward is looking a lot brighter. Whether it's Kershaw, Buehler, Treinen, or someone else, the return of a key piece is always more than just a lineup change. It's a sign that the grind is worth it, that the setbacks are temporary, and that championship dreams are still very much alive in Los Angeles. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future updates on the Dodgers, Ohtani, or the rest of the MLB. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think the recovering teammate is, and how big of an impact will they have once they return? And don't forget to share this video with fellow baseball fans to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.